Point in the season where coaches admonish and encourage their team to finish strong. Week 13 here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Louisville's offense will go on the attack first. It was the Cardinals in a beatdown of the Cats in their last meeting.
These are two schools obviously playing in different conferences, but winning this game matters, especially on the recruiting trail. That really helped Louisville last season.
Yeah, especially winning in that fashion. Like, we're talking about what, like, we owe the conference bragging rights, a lot of positives for Louisville a year ago.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Right back to the well. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you talk Louisville offense, it's Isaac Brown, right? Everything goes through him and his ability to run the football. This guy's a home run hitter, toting the rock, catching the football. He's the guy, David, each and every week defenses have to key in on, and no question this year he is going to be the focal point of this Cardinals offense.
Nobody at the running back spot puts more fear in defenses than Brown. Like, this guy has so much speed. He can make you miss. He erases angles. You saw him several years ago coming as a freshman, just making people look silly. He is that guy, and Braum at the OC spot will call these calls to get him the ball and make sure he can make plays.
With the catch, it's Brown. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Hold that block, buddy. Hold that block.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Out wide right, it's Brown.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
So the Kentucky Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the speedy Nick Anderson. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of his passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. This is a guy that defenses, and talking to coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side is Anderson. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. The Wildcats with the first and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Right side, it's Anderson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Under pressure. Maybe tried to baby that one in there. These two first met in 1912. Both have a rich history of stars. Johnny Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Barry Bryant, Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red, blue on the other side.
The uniforms are solid?
Yeah, visually and optically, you're right. This is a very good-looking rivalry game, but it's also good on the field. There's a lot of talent assembled here today.
Now have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Gilmore. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Wildcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Baxter. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Kentucky. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs on 1st down, finding positive plays.
He's loose. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Louisville. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And right down the middle. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. He's out past the 35. Oh, what a move to get open. There's a crease. He's at the to the house.
This game sucks.
An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off. But when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Brown. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Drops back on 1st down. The short hands, it's Foley. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the 1st period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Hand off Isaac Brown. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game. Let's just get him into a rhythm.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job. And you've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You can tell he did
Catch the
not
ball.
have much time getting in as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take off. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs.
Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds.
What is happening?
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it
Boys needed that.
all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
Driving forward, it's Brown. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cardinals! Lining up with a PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Anderson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run him again. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
It's going to be really interesting to watch Kentucky this year offensively, and I think running the ball is going to be critical. Will Stein now the new head coach, and he brings in C.J. Baxter at running back from Texas, David, a guy that was so highly recruited coming out of high school, had some injury issues early on during his time in Texas, but he has tremendous upside. And if he can stay healthy, this running game, I think, can take off.
Take off, game-breaking. They fortify the offensive line in the transfer portal. They've got to get back to that physical ground game. And you're right about Baxter. This guy was all-world, everything recruited. Lightning in a bottle, can make those big plays. Look forward to watching this Kentucky offense hopefully get a bounce back and get some spring in their step.
Got it behind the line. It's Miller. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Here's again to C.J. Baxter. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense is fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll run it with Baxter. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They're all over it, and he never had a chance.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
The Wildcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's begin with a look at Virginia, taking on the number 11 team, the Virginia Tech Hokies.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
Who wants to play football?
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made in the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Kentucky right back to the line. Hand off for Baxter. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's reeled in. It's Baxter. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go back to C.J. Baxter. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The run inside. It's Barnes. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's again to C.J. Baxter. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Turns out it's Rodriguez. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd down, here's Baxter. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one splits the uprights. And they go back on top.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Louisville's offense is taking the field, and they look ready to go. And after that last field goal, they start this 3rd quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. Complete to start this drive. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Really good patience and recognition, and how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
Man, the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the 1st down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Right side, it's McCoy. Breaks into the open.
Good job, boys.
Cardinal. They take the lead with the 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And he takes this from inside the 5. Continues to fight for yards.
All right, we see what's happening.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Snap on first down, lost to throw. Left side is Anderson. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Out wide right, it's Baxter. Oh, the sweep. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Crazy.
Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he reaches down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now.
Boys, we are blitzing.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. C.J. Baxter one more time. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Caught on the RPO. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they draw to within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
1.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Brown again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 3rd and 6 yards to go. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Still looking to his right. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the act.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Baxter again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill, because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets stung.
Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. Touchdown, Wildcats. And with that, that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Hey, we got a score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll send the back in motion. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Sells the fake. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how deep.
Makes the grab past the marker. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Looking to the big tight end. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
You know, in a 2-minute situation like this, you've got to find your best players on the field. When you've got one of the best wide receivers in the game, that's the guy that you need to be thrown to as often as possible in a 2-minute situation late in trailing.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get these 4th quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do. Hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
And what a big 3rd down stop for this defense, and now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge 4th down coming for this offense. Got to find that best play. Got to get in the end zone.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Going for the big play. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. From the red zone, it's Brown. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
Never getting stopped on that 2nd down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
if they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity. Man, oh man, those collars start getting a little...
Let's go!
And in the final moments, they've taken the
Let's
lead.
go!
The Cardinals with the counterpunch.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Finds his target. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You've got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ball game. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Here's a throw downfield late. Ball is incomplete.